Hi everyone, this is Ada. Welcome back to my channel, and this is a follow-on, so the second video of mindful spending. I really just wanted to touch base and just talk about it again, let you know how I'm going, and also just to say thank you to everyone that commented, and just that everyone was honest to say that, you know, there's a lot of us in the same boat. And before I talk about it more, I just want to say I'm speaking from my experience. I don't want to judge anyone. That's the least of my issues to judge someone else. We all have our issues, but I also want to say that I think that rewarding yourself or buying yourself something that you love, that brings joy, is healthy. And I think that shopping a little bit, if it's in moderation, is a nice thing to do. So now let's just get on to me and where I sit with this topic. So my first video was just describing on how I wanted to get better, but I also wanted to examine why I'm an emotional spender. And I am a researcher. I did a couple of units at uni, psychology units I should say, and I love to sort of work out what makes people tick, what makes me tick. It's the way my brain works. So I started to think back to why am I an emotional spender? And I really know why I'm an emotional spender. So many years ago, our family went through a trauma, and the trauma was something that we took as a family probably about at least 4 or 5 years to work through. I don't want to go into details, but I did have some counselling. But during that period, when I was feeling really low, I would take myself out shopping, because just to shop, just for that hour, or get dressed up and go into the shops and see all the lights, the pretty things, takes your mind off things. So I became an emotional shopper from then on. I think at one stage it probably got pretty bad with the amount of money I was spending. I must say too that I never sent us broke. We were always able to pay things, but I was buying things that I didn't really need and probably didn't even like really. So most of my, well, I've got handbags, so you know, they have always been my love, but a lot of my emotional spending was done with clothes, so dresses and accessories. I remember going to the cheapy shop, Levitsa, and buying so many earrings, and I would get such a thrill out of it, and I think it just took my mind off it for that hour. And I did a bit of research on how shopping affects our brain. So I've written a few things down. You get a psychological and emotional boost when you shop, which I definitely did. I think it sort of, for me, restored a sense of control, because when you've been through a trauma or you've got a health issue, you have that control taken away. And I think shopping sort of put that control, well, it made me feel better. It gave me more control. I felt I had control on what I was buying to make myself feel better. Well, really, I didn't. But at that point, it did give me that control I wanted. And if you look on online shoppers too, they're getting that high from looking at everything. I was getting that high from going to the shop, the lights, the pretty things. And I think it increases your endorphins in your brain. And that's why you then want to go and repeat it. So it's a vicious cycle, basically. So that's where I sit with it. I don't want to go on forever. I just wanted to do a small chat video, but I'm sure a lot of ladies can relate. One particular comment that stands out to me too on my video, and I really appreciate that she made this comment. She had said that she was an emotional eater. So we don't all emotionally shop. We might eat, we might gamble, we might take drugs, we might be a smoker. There's probably things I haven't even thought of. And she said that she wanted to, it was easy for her to buy, you know, the food and emotionally eat. So this year she was trying to get her health under control, and she was going to reward herself with the money she saved, and if she'd done well, with her first Chanel bag. I love that. I really love that. And I think it just goes to show that we all have areas that we can work on. So I'm just going to say this January, I have spent nothing on fashion. And while I think that's good, I think half of January was spent with COVID. So I'm not going to say that I was entirely successful. The last couple of weeks of January, I was well enough to go out and I didn't spend. So as I said before, February is my birthday month, so I will be spending. Let's see if I can stick to my budget. I'm going to be thinking of all you ladies, or everyone that has commented, that I have to try and stay honest with my spending. So I really thank you for helping me, and I'll get back. I might have an unboxing in February, but I will get back in March. My plan in March is to have a very low spend in March after February. So that's all I wanted to say, but I just want to say thank you very much again for helping me, and let's all work together and see what we can do this year with our spending. Don't forget everyone, Ada loves dolls. See you again next time. Bye.